So apparently the Hassan thing is still ongoing, and it hasn't ended. Jesus, I've been I've been reading through X all this time, and it still keeps on going. But yeah, let's see what else we have here. I haven't uh I didn't know anything about this.
So another streamer has come out trying to defend Hassan, and similarly to others who have attempted this, well, her points are absolutely terrible. This is Sasha Grey, someone I
Hmm.
wasn't even familiar with until
Well, millennials know. We know who she is.
this morning when I saw this clip going around. And I guess she made a name for herself by making adult films. Yeah. And
Yeah.
in this clip, in her attempts to run defense for Hassan, she says a number of crazy things, such as if you criticize Hassan, it's just Islamophobia.
I don't think that's how criticism works. You don't. I- and I would even go as far as to say Islamophobia is not real. No, I don't think anyone has an irrational fear of Islam, because phobia is uh pretty much an irrational fear, and no one is above criticism. You don't get to defend yourself by calling other people Islamophobic. You don't that's not an excuse nor an argument when people criticize you for shocking your dog. Yeah, that's just funny.
Which is it's such a desperate thing to say. And then she essentially also makes a point that I can't believe she actually said, which is if you see a dog crying out in pain, you're supposed to ignore it. Like, what kind of
Bro, that's sick, dude. You should at least wonder what happened to the dog like why that dog screamed or yelped. That's what do you mean? Like,
person could see a dog crying out in pain and is just
yeah.
gonna ignore it? Like, not gonna feel bad for the dog, not gonna check on the dog, especially if it's your own dog too, in this context. But that's the sort of stuff that Hassan's defenders are running with now. It's
That's just
really
sick,
astonishing.
dude.
It's just making them all look so bad. Here's the clip. Oh my gosh.
Okay, that's the clip that everybody went crazy over. But when I say crazy, I mean it went crazy. Full on
It's still going.
Islamophobia. People
Bro, stop. That's not that's not how it works. That's not how it works. You don't call people Islamophobic just because they understand what was going on. Just because they saw Hassan shocking his dog and calling him out for it doesn't mean they're Islamophobic. What do you mean?
coming out of the woodwork,
This is just
calling him the
fucking
F
stupid
word,
and retarded.
going completely insane, saying he was yelling at his dog. I mean,
He was.
This is
He was. He was. Say it as it is. He was. He was scolding his dog straight up.
like, isn't this how he always sounds? So, if your dog yelps like that, I'm running over to ask if it's okay. Well, I think this is a
Yeah.
really teaching moment for animal owners. Did you know in most basic training guides that they say if your animal yelps like this, you are not supposed to pay attention to it.
Bro, no. That's not how taking good care of your dog is. It's not. Okay, just don't give a fuck. My dog's screaming in pain. I don't give a fuck about my dog. Yeah, that's not how it works, dude. What is wrong with you? Then why the fuck are you taking care of it? Of your. Why the fuck would you take care of a dog if you're not going to give a fuck about them? Why? Why keep a dog if you can't take care of them? This is so stupid. If you don't have the time or attention to at least like a second to look back and check what the reason is for their cries or for yelping or screaming, then don't get a dog. Just don't. Man, these people are so out of it. Like,
Yeah, you're not supposed to tend to the animal because then it
yeah,
associates
you're not. Yeah.
that shock
Mhm,
or that
mhm.
pain
Mm-hmm.
with the validation of human attention.
Ye-
So unless your animal
Mhm.
is severely injured where you need to tend to it and get it help.
Mm-hmm.
If it's something like
Mhm.
this, that's a
Then
quick
don't care.
yelp.
Don't take care of one at
You're
all.
supposed to let
But
it be and not engage too much.
Yeah, so she is just so wrong about
This
that.
so-
It is insane.
that's
Like,
so
no,
fucking
your dog
stupid.
doesn't need to be literally bleeding out with a severe injury for you to go check on it. Yes, even if it has like a minor injury and it yelped in pain, you should probably not probably
Ignore it.
You should
Just
go check
ignore
on your
it.
dog and
Just-
comfort your dog. It's really astonishing.
No. You
that
should
she's
ignore
so
it.
wrong about this, but says it with such conviction.
Man, that's so
And you know my opinion on
stupid.
this stuff already. So to give you an example of someone else's opinion that is completely different from hers on like regarding Hassan showing what seems to be no care for Kaya crying out in pain, and Sasha Grey apparently agreeing with that, saying like, oh, that's what you're supposed to do. Well, I'd like to play you a part of Omni's coverage of the Hassan situation, because I think what he said here is spot on. Great take.
My thing that makes me feel a little bit weird about it, again, is if my dog yelps like that, if my animals, anything yelps like that, bro, I am literally diving. I'm going to dive at them and then cradle them for 10
Bro, at the very least, you will take a good look as to why that happened. You will just for the sake of it happening, of the fact that you're going to look, like, out of human curiosity, you will take a look. You will look. You will at least check on it. You will at least have a check. Just for the sake of human curiosity. That's the absolute fucking that's like the bare minimum. You will at least show some form of care to have a look. That's the bare minimum, like a second or two. But not having to look at all, you're just fucking cold, dude. That's you're fucking sick.
minutes. My baby, my baby, my baby. You know what I'm saying, bro? So like the fact that he kind of seems more irritated, that doesn't sit well with me. That doesn't sit well with me at all as a pet owner. No, like when you see your animal show that kind of sign of like that barking, that kind of sadness, I feel like the first instinct is to come to them to make them feel better.
Yeah, that's what
my opinion.
that's what Penguin
My
Zero
opinion.
said.
So yeah,
That's
like
what
I
Charlie
I
said.
think Omni made a great take there, and it reminded me of what I said also in my initial coverage of this whole Hassan incident from a few days ago. And I'll play that portion again. It's really brief, like 30 seconds right here, and then we'll move on to the rest of Sasha Gray's take.
Is from when Kaya yelped. Yeah, she yelped because she clipped herself on something
No,
when
she
she was
did
getting
not.
off the bed.
She did not.
So he tries to make it sound like she did not actually get shocked like the majority of people seem to be saying. No, what happened, according to him, is that she clipped herself, like getting
She
back
did
on
not.
the bed. Hypothetically, even if he's not lying about that, it's still an extremely bizarre way of handling all this.
It is crazy for a dog to, stay in one place for 4 hours straight. And the moment I saw a clip where there's footage of the dog like sitting there for 4 hours, but like on the second hour of it, that's where she got scolded by Hassan and then got shocked by the by the shock collar. That's the only time she got out of the the bed. And that was the only time she set foot on the ground actually. And then that's another 2 hours of stream being on there, doing nothing, like a fucking prop basically. And that's just really sad, really um really unfortunate to be someone's dog.
because he didn't show any concern about her clipping herself either. I don't know in what world a caring dog owner doesn't get up from the stream and walk over to the dog and check on the dog, even if briefly, right?
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
saying you
not
have to
that
spend
hard.
time on
It's
it,
not
but
that
you think he would
difficult
at
to
least
do.
get up and be like, Kaya, are you okay? Like what happened? Give the dog a nice big hug or something and be sure Kaya's okay. But instead, he doesn't do that. So yeah, do you think Omni and I are just completely off base on this? And not just Omni and I think a lot of people share the same opinion, but I'm not going to compile everything here. I just happened to watch Omni's video recently, so it came to my mind. But yeah, what do you think about Omni's take, my take, and Sasha Gray's take, which we will also continue watching.
Sasha Gray's
right
take was
now.
the worst.
Same thing actually
You
goes
don't-
for dreams.
You
By
don't
the way,
ignore it
if your dog is
your
or
dog
your animal is having a
when
nightmare,
when it
you're not
cries.
supposed to wake it up, no matter how bad you feel.
Okay,
matter-
let's talk about this whole dream thing really quick. First of all, I don't know why she even brought that up. It seems like she made such a terrible point with the whole don't check on your dog if it's not severely injured thing, that she just randomly brings up something that's unrelated to try.
It's crazy to me. As long as your dog isn't isn't missing a limb, don't give a fuck. That's what she's saying. As long as your dog's not missing an eye or has a broken bone or not that anything that you've noticed, just don't give a fuck. That's what she's saying. It is crazy.
And sound like she's educated on this topic or something. It's just weird. Now that said, I don't think she's wrong about this one. I've at least heard that ever since I was a little kid, even oh yeah, don't wake up your dog that's having a nightmare. They say the dog might be confused and lash out at you or something. Well, for the record, when I still had my dog, rest in peace, love you, bro, great dog. Point being, when I had my dog, there were a few times I thought maybe he's having a nightmare. You can just tell when they're dreaming. Sometimes they're kind of shaky or twitchy and stuff, and it's concerning. But yeah, I didn't wake him up except one time where it looked like this dude was having a real bad nightmare, and I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm waking my dog up. Screw that, I'm not letting him suffer through his crazy freaking nightmare. Maybe he's dreaming about being taken to the vet or something, or you know what I mean. So actually, I did wake my dog up very carefully that one time. And it's the sort of thing where it's sure, I heard that the dog might bite you if it's having a nightmare and you wake it up, but I don't even care at this point. I'll take the bite. I just don't want my dog to suffer. But yeah, it ended up being totally fine. I went over there very gently, said his name a few times, and then when he was slowly opening his eyes, and I could tell oh dude, he's he's fine. I actually
That's cute.
pet him gently, held him in my arms gently. Was it's okay, bro, I'm here, all's good, you good, bro. And then shortly after that, he went back to sleep, and it seemed
That's
he was having
sweet.
a great sleep after that. So I mean, it all worked out pretty dang well. Anyways, thanks for your patience as I walked down memory lane there for a second. But returning to Sasha Gray's take, I think she says the Islamophobia stuff next, so let's continue.
bullshit. I don't know.
Anyways, this is him showing the collar today, so the next day.
This is the one that people are talking about. Okay, this is the one. This is
I think then showing it the next day makes him look worse because you can always just show it right off the bat. When people criticized him for it, he can just show it in that moment. Because there were a lot of people in his chat calling him out for it, and he could have just showed it right then and there, just so that there are no excuses or it's irrefutable. That's the proof right there. There'd be no speculation of it being swapped out or being tampered with. Yeah, but yeah, it doesn't look good for him because he showed it the next day. There are a lot of things that can happen within just one day. Two of them, it being tampered with, and two, being swapped out. So yeah, no, it doesn't look good for him. It's not good.
The one that they saw. It has the capacity to vibrate, and that's it.
He's not even showing like the full thing, like in the camera directly, and I don't think he even showed the remote. Did he? I never saw a clip of him showing the remote, ever.
Are you happy?
To my thinking, I think it would really look bad if he showed the remote because there would be you'll see the brand and the model, I think, if he showed the remote.
That's it. Good. There's the AirTag. There's the fucking vibrator. It also has a flashlight component to it at nighttime. And it also has a tracker on it when she gets lost. If she were to actually get fucking lost.
Showing a random. It's not, dude. It's not a random collar.
Yeah,
If you
no
look at the collar
shit.
he's wearing in the video before, and you look at the one in his hand, they look identical. And if you're going so far down the conspiracy rabbit hole that he ran to get another one and make it look identical, nah, man. If you want to doubt, you can doubt anything. This is true, and I think
Okay, for the sake of our argument, even if it is the same color, it doesn't mean he can't tamper it. He cannot remove the like the shock points. I think you can. I saw a couple of videos here and there that you can actually remove them. That you can actually like hide the shock points. So yeah, I don't know, dude.
that's the most. I think that's the most common thing happening here is that people jump on the bandwagon.
It's not really about like jumping the bandwagon. You can actually see it as clear as day. It's not about that.
They want to cope because they want to see him canceled and fall.
That's not. No. Nobody's going to care if he didn't do anything wrong. What do you mean? Those the quote unquote people who want him to see who want to see him get canceled would just make up stories, like fake stories. Like they wouldn't have to wait for something to happen, you know. And nobody actually really cares. It's just that this thing happened, and then people are calling him out for it. That's just it. That's it. There's no wanting to see him get canceled. There's no Islamophobia. There's none of that shit. What do you mean? You see bad people do bad things, you call them out for it. That's it. I don't know.
Because they differ in political beliefs. But man, like you lose all credit. You can hate him, you can love him, but you lose all credibility when you start with Islamophobia and the F word for somebody you don't like.
Well, how can you tell if someone's Islamophobic? If you're just going to call them Islamophobic the moment they criticize a person. Like what? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Like, this has nothing to do with the dog.
It has everything to do with the fucking dog. You're don't get it twisted.
It's insane.
Oh
how
my
many US
God.
Defenders keep like automatically like displaying such terminally online brain rot for politics
It's
that
just
they
so
just
fucking
can't
stupid.
conceive that people would criticize his son for mistreating his dogs
Yeah,
without
exactly. It's
having some kind of
oh
political
my
agenda.
god, my fucking
So
brain
many
is
of his
so
defenders
early
have
for
said
this
this
shit.
exact same thing. Like, no, believe it or not, there are people out there who simply just don't like what they've seen him doing towards his dog, and they're talking about it. I've even seen people who have no like care about political commentary even talking about the Hassan situation. People you would never expect to even ever be talking about Hassan, and they're still talking about this simply
I bet not everybody knew Hassan before this. Those who called them out for it, or those who made comments about him shocking his dog. Not I bet not everybody knew him before this, and they are being called Islamophobic. Like, what the fuck? So, not everybody knows anything about politics. As for me, I'm not that much into politics, but I watched uh a little bit here and there, but not the complete. Uh, Not enough for me to sort of form um accurate or good opinions on politics. So that's so I'm not so I don't make any comments on politics that much. Like, it's just it's about the dog, not anything else.
because they heard about this dude mistreating his dog, and they looked up the clips for themselves, and they couldn't believe what they saw. And so many people are talking about this now way outside of the realm of politics, but to these ardent defenders of his, they just can't conceive that everything has to be directly related to politics. So yeah, that's the Sasha Grey stuff.
I guess that's the thing about Hassan. Every time someone criticizes him for something, it will always lead to politics, because I think it's because that's his main topic, because of his takes on politics. So he, including himself and his community, will always see those who criticize him as someone who's sure Islamophobic, or just like an opposition, or of, you know, um they will always see them as like fascists, or they will call them names, pretty much, not good ones.
Let me know what you think about that. And in other news, we've got Yeet posting a new Kaya clip, and Colorgate is making waves right now. What do you think? Oh no.
Commemorative mug I got from England. Commemorative mug I got from England specifically for when I was there when he was getting commemorated.
People are saying things like, the poor dog even has to lay down a specific way. FFS, man. Hassan is evil. This one facetiously saying, I don't see anything wrong with this. The streamer's just giving shock treatment to his dog for not laying down the way he wants. Emerald Apple saying he totally reached over and zapped the dog for sleeping on the bed improperly. And this one saying, so this guy shocks his dog for not laying down in the correct position for the stream? Does he know that pets aren't props? So of course it is difficult to
No, I don't think he knows that. I really do think he sees them, or like the dogs, as props. He doesn't see them as like pets to be taken care of. I saw a clip of him pulling his dog from the tail. It's crazy. It is. No, he shouldn't be able to own any pets at all, for treating his dogs like that.
know what's going on in that clip for sure, because we don't see what's on his desk. But what does make this odd is both in this clip, which apparently happened before the Kaya clip that's been going viral from a few days ago now, in both that one and this one, both clips, he does seem to like move to the upper left side of his desk, seems to be reaching for something, and then Kaya moves in both clips. Except in the one that went viral from a few days ago, she also audibly lets out a yelp on top of moving. And yeah, part of me does think like maybe nothing happened here. Maybe it's a reach, but it really doesn't seem like it is. Because again, like let's play it back. I'm going to turn off the audio though. But like if we play this back, you can see like he literally does seem to reach for something, and he even stops talking. So I'll turn the audio on here again now, which the implication would be that like, you know, he's doing something else, right? And then at the exact moment, that's when Kaya gets up and moves. That plus all the other clips we've seen of this guy, like the tail pulling clip, the alleged shocking clip, him like glaring at Kaya and she like cowardly walks back to the bed. Clip of like Kaya going to see her mom and she's happy about that. And he's like, no, Kaya, you can't move. Like she can't even be happy and like want to see her mom without getting reprimanded by Hassan. Like taking in all the contextual stuff that we've seen around here. And this clip is also, it's just not a good look, man. So here, one more time.
From England.
I don't know, man. Doesn't look good, though. And then lastly, we've got a little update here on Valkyrie, who the other day was also...
I swear this, I saw her, one of her clips about why should you care about a situation like this, about a dog when there's a genocide going on? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Para kang gago. Nakakahiya ka, tangina. Tangina bruhang to.
running defense for Hassan. Valkyrie asked advice to NMP, LOL, and Asmongold regarding her current Reddit hate threads.
As a fellow Filipino, nakakahiya ka. Promise. Para kang tanga. Seryoso.
Now, the comedy part here is looking at her chat when she says that she asked Asmongold for advice. The chat is just like seething. So take a look at the chat in the top left corner of this one, and yeah, here you go.
And that's okay. I messaged 2 people about LSF. I messaged Nick Polam and I messaged Asmongold. I asked both of them. I was like, hey, I don't really use Reddit a whole lot, but like, do you think it's a good idea or a bad idea if I respond to a post and be like, oh, I understand where you guys are coming from. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I should have definitely like spoken about it differently.
Asmon is a Nazi.
Even chatter being like, Asmongold, that guy's a Nazi. It's just so pathetic, bro. It's good for entertainment at least, but like, my gosh, these people are just a hive mind. I wonder what the next word they're gonna water down is. So they watered down racist, homophobe, transphobe,
Nazi, fascist, misogynist.
I would say it's even watered down at this point. So who knows what they'll pick next? But for now, they're still on calling everyone a Nazi.
And both of them reassured me that it's a good idea to not, because I know they're like they're Reddit people. So I was like, they both said. They're both very nice, and they both said, yeah, don't respond. It's not a good idea. Yes, Asmongold and Nick Polam, because I know those are like the 2 people that I know like participate in Reddit stuff a lot. So I got some.
So I just find it funny how like at one point, what was it, like 80% or even 90% of the chats on screen there were people just like crashing out over Asmongold. Look, ultimately, all had to
I really don't get the Asmon hate, to be honest. But but yes, there are many things that that you can disagree with him. Like some opinions of his, but he's overall a good dude, I think, in my opinion. I think he's a reasonable dude. Honestly, I think he's one of the most honest streamers out there. Like he doesn't give a fuck about, he doesn't have filter that much filter, or if there's any at all. Like he says things as it is. Whatever that comes to mind, he just say it straight up. And that's something that you can respect him for. He doesn't say things that people want to hear. He just says things that he wants to say whenever there's something to say about something, like about a topic or like a video game or something about politics or whatever. He just says things. That's it, and that's something you can respect him for.
Do was not make a terrible take where she was comparing people, criticizing. Excuse me, let me rephrase. She was essentially saying that you can't criticize Hassan for this. Why are you so concerned about a dog when there's a genocide going on in Palestine? Which was just
Yeah.
such a bad thing to say. So yeah, hopefully she's had some character development since then and realized that was like a really bad take. And for anyone
Yeah,
who
I
didn't
hope
see it, I'll just
she
play like that
realized
portion
that.
of it. It's just like 10 seconds long for the context. If you haven't seen what I'm talking about.
Yes, I have seen the Kaya stuff. It's kind of crazy. You would think that this kind of outrage, we would have seen it towards like the genocide and stuff, but this.
Then why are you streaming if there's a genocide going on? Why are you streaming there? Oh man, the priorities of people, man. Why are you streaming if there's a genocide going on? Oh, the priorities. Grrr.
Priorities in this world are not where they should be.
This actually relates
Right.
to what we were talking about earlier in this video. I mean, obviously the Hassan stuff does, but I'm talking about how his defenders can't talk about this topic without trying to link it to
How dare you stream for people who want to be entertained when there's a genocide going on?
politics somehow. It's as if their default state of mind just has them instantly try to virtue signal about
It's so
something
fucking
to deflect
stupid.
from the actual issue that's being discussed at hand. But as I said earlier, hopefully she's had some character growth from all this. And I guess I'll leave it there. Let me know what you think about all this stuff in the comments, and hope you've had a great weekend. Let's also have a great week ahead, and I'll see you in the next.
Yeah, yeah, I never saw that kind of update from him. Like the whole Sasha Grey situation. The Sasha Grey thing was something was new. Yeah, I never saw any of her clips about the Hassan situation, but that doesn't look good at all. It doesn't look good. But anyway, great video by Hero Hey. Like, and I'll link the video in the description. Yep. Drop a like, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.